In just a few days, nearly 500,000 students, teachers, and faculty at LAUSD will go back to school, and the person overseeing it all is Superintendent of Schools Alberto Carvalho. He joins us now in studio this morning. Good morning to you. Thanks for making the time for us.
Thanks for the opportunity. It is busy.
Yeah,
but we're ready.
You're ready?
We are. You know, August 12th will be the very first day of school. And for me, it's one of the happiest days of the year. You know, it's when you experience that first day of school for that kindergartner whose mother's crying more than he is.
Right. We were talking about that earlier. It's hard for the parents, too. Maybe harder for the parents. What are your goals and initiatives this year?
You know, this is going to be my third start of a school year here in Los Angeles. The very first one was assessing where we were and what we needed to do. The second year was one of acceleration, implementing our strategic plan. Now it's going beyond the limits. So we had a remarkable year this past year. Every grade level in reading and mathematics, we saw significant academic achievement improvements. And the poorest schools that had struggled the most posted improvements 2 to 3 times the growth of the district as a whole. That is the first time that this has happened in many years. Every grade level, reading and math. Secondly, we have the highest graduation rate ever, even higher than pre-pandemic levels. We're now approaching 87%. Every demographic within our school system saw improvement, so huge celebration. We improved attendance. We significantly decreased chronic absenteeism by 30%. This year is about actually accelerating beyond those levels. I mean, I want to get to a graduation rate of 90%. I want to dramatically improve the performance of Black students. I want to continue to diversify dual language programs, offerings before and after school, additional investment in the arts, transportation for all, new adult education programs in partnership with the Port of Los Angeles. So there's something for everyone this school year.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about the adult education and the early education, because we often think of, you know, school children maybe first through high school, but there are a lot of programs for adults and for pre-K kids.
One of my goals is actually to turn this district from a K-12 to a B-14. So from birth through grade 14, high school +2, through career and technical education, as well as adult education. We launched new exciting UTK programs, early childhood education programs. We now have 24,000 students enrolled. That's the highest number ever. In addition to that, we've launched a number of very exciting adult education programs. In fact, since I arrived here, we have doubled the enrollment of adult education students in our programs, guaranteeing positions in higher paying jobs for a lot of the adults who happen to be the parents of our kids.
Yeah, it's really exciting, and congratulations on the success so far. Obviously want to see all of our students succeed. You did have a contentious couple years with the labor unions. How do you feel going into this school year in terms of that? Well,
the challenge was actually the first year I got here, you know, and I understand why there was frustration, you know. Compensation rates had stagnated, cost of living had increased. There was uncertainty about health and welfare benefits for our workforce. But here's the good news. Number one, our employees are under contract. We were able to negotiate massive historic compensation increases. This is the third year in a row that we can guarantee no health care cost increases for all of our workforce. We increased hours of work for part-time individuals, and we are committed to return to the bargaining table at the appropriate time to continue that nice flow of good labor management relations for the benefit of our workforce.
And this is a time when a lot of areas and school districts are cutting arts programs. You're actually increasing funding for arts programs.
Correct. So we went from about a $74 million investment into the arts last year to a $206 million investment in the arts. That means 200 additional arts teachers, in addition to massive amount of funding for field trips, exposure to the arts before and after school enrichment programs. And look, this is after a month-long summer school program that brought in 120,000 students for both academic acceleration as well as enrichment. So we're really excited about this school, this upcoming school year.
And also a really important topic people are very concerned about, the mental health of students and partnerships in terms of physical activity, physical health as well.
Absolutely. You know, I think that this is still a lingering effect of the pandemic. The social isolation, the deleterious impact that the isolation had on the mental well-being of our kids cannot be understated. So many of them are still dealing with anxiety, stress, suicidal ideation, obesity. That is why it's so critically important for us to continue to make the investments we made in psychiatric social workers, in mental health, social emotional support for our students and their parents. Also partnerships with community-based organizations to step in and provide support for families and kids.
Speaking of social emotional health, what is your advice for students heading back to school who are maybe a little bit nervous, and for the parents who are even more nervous than the kids?
For the parents, do not be nervous. Schools are the safest places in America. Secondly, we have exciting new programs for kids. We have exciting new programs for parents. We have all of the support in this one-stop shop for kids called the Schoolhouse. In addition to that, we have brand new, nutritious, healthy food products that actually resonate with the community, like chickpea masala and birria bowls that are tasty, a great deal of nutrition, and kids actually love them. So we will take care of the kids. For the kids themselves, you're going to be faced by the best, most energetic teachers every single day, terrific support staff, amazing principals, fun bus rides in our brand new electric buses that make no noise other than the music you'll hear in the bus, all of them with Wi-Fi, which means you can be entertained on your way to school. We're looking forward to that very first day of school. It is like the reawakening of the sleeping giant called LAUSD from its summer nap. I can't wait.
All right. Well, I know a lot of students are excited too, and I am a little bit jealous of their food options because they are very tasty looking. All right. Thank you so much, Superintendent. We appreciate your time as always.